Good morning, everybody. It's Sharon Wilson from Stampin' with Sharon, Facebook Live time. Today I wanted to share with you the Flowing Flowers stamp set. This is a set that I have really loved as time progressed. It wasn't something that stood out to me to start with, but it is something that's something that's become one of my favourite stamp sets over the time from the January to June mini catalogue. I wanted to play with this stamp set one more time before it retires next Thursday. There's only 6 more days left of the last chance products list. Don't forget to have a look and see what is there that you can have a look at, and see what you can find and get a bargain. It's also a great time to stock up on some of those kits from the kits collection, because it's the BOGO sale for the kits collection. You buy one, you get the second one at 50% off. And I believe it's actually the most expensive one. So I don't think it matters which order you put them in when you do it online. If you put in a couple of kits, I believe it's the most expensive kit that will be 50% off. So you're really saving quite a lot when you do it that way. Go online, stampinwithsharon.com.au if you're in Australia, and you can see what is actually still available on the last chance list. There's lots of products that are still there, discounted and ready to be purchased. There's jump on stampinwithsharon.com.au. There's also my BOGO sale. My personal BOGO sale is still available, and today is the very, very last day. I'll be closing off orders on Sunday. So there's a host code that you use. The BOGO sale, if you state what you want to buy on my event page, and once you add all those amounts up, then you go shopping on my online store and use the host code and place your order, and then I will send you all those retired products to you for free. You will need to just pay for the shipping, but that's it. Or you can pick it up from me in West Bennett Hills in Sydney if you live close by. Good morning, Manda. How are you going? I hope you're well. I realised last week I actually did a quick, I actually videoed with my phone as well over the top, and then I actually edited it and threw that on Facebook as a quick, so I could actually do a quick speed up video. So I want to do that again. So I'm just going to quickly set that up because I forgot before I went live. But I'll get you to have a look at the Flowing Flowers stamp set while I am setting that up really quickly. It shouldn't take me too long. Okay, whoops, sorry. My hand all the way over. Whoops. Sorry about that. That way. Okay. All right. No, that's not going to work because that's right my way too, isn't it? That's not going to work. That's a bit better. Sorry, everyone. All right. I'm back. Okay, so the Flowing Flowers stamp set is what we're playing with today. This was $44. It's reduced down to $39.60. So it's what, 10% off. But I think it's still worth the $44 if I'm on it. If it was me, I'd still buy it, and I did. But I wanted to have a play with this. I've got a few ideas that I'm just sort of getting off when I did a quick search on Google for Flowing Flowers Stampin' Up and did a picture for images. So I wanted to have I thought I'd have a bit of a play with these today. Sorry, I am still a bit croaky. I'm still getting over my cold from last week. It's taking a fair bit longer than I was hoping for. But it's, I'm still getting there, slowly. That's not going to fit, that one. I'll have to use that one. And I've got a couple of birthday cards I need to make. I've got one special one. My sister-in-law turned 50 at the beginning of the month, and so I wanted to make her a 50th birthday card. I don't know whether I'll do it on live or whether I'll just make it later. I'll see how I go. Yeah. So I've actually got a piece of basic white. Oh, I don't like the glare. Not basic white. Very vanilla cardstock. And I've actually just scored it. When I had it in a full A4 piece of cardstock, I actually scored it at what was it, 10.5, and then cut it in half. So I scored them both at the same time. And I want to do a bit of a masking technique this morning. So I'm just going to grab in just a bit of scrap paper as well, because I want to try and protect my grid paper as much as I can today. But I need to get out my post-it notes. So I'm going to get out my post-it notes. I think I'll probably just need 2. And I'm just going to trim them in half. So what are we? We're about 7.6. So 7.3. Oh, what is it? Hang on. 7.6. So 3 inches. So let's go 1.5 inches. And I have to try and line this up. So I just want to do, that's probably a bit too wide, but that's all right. I just want to make sure it's as straight as possible. And then I'm going to pull out, I've pulled out my in colours again, because you know how much I love my in colours. My brand new in colours. I love these. So I've got my Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky, the Sweet Sorbet, and Parakeet Party, and my other one is my Tahitian Tide. So I've got all of them out. I think I might just keep it very simple. I'm going to go my Orchid Oasis first. Our neighbour's dog is having a bit of a bark today. And I'm just going to stamp around the line. I'll bring out some Starry Sky as well, I think. Just a really simple technique, this one. And then you lift off the post-it notes. And you've got the gap where you can stamp in. So I'm just going to, this is not sitting straight. There we go. That's a bit better. It is probably a bit too wide, so I might redo it and do it slightly narrower. Oh, I think that's going to be not wide enough. Just bear with me. I'm going to just go and grab a different stamp set. I think this one will be much better. I'm going to bring out the Biggest Wish. This is one of my favourites. No, I don't, like, masking is not one that I do very often. So I thought I would pull that one out today, and I'll bring out my Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky again to do the happy birthday. Hey, Nikki. Thanks for joining. Where's my happy? There's my happy. So I'm going to do Orchid Oasis in the birthday. And hope that it's straight. And then the Starry Sky in the happy. And I'm going to overlap it slightly. So, yeah, so very simple card, just a bit of masking. And I'll do it again, but I'll actually make it narrower this time. So I'll just grab my post-its again and just trim them down. Just need to make sure it's going to fit. You always got to make sure it's going to fit, otherwise what's the point in doing it wrong and then going, stuffed up again. And grab my vanilla again. Oh, where is it? There it is. There's the score line. And try and move it, make it straight again. I'm just going to pull my scrap paper out just so I can line this up. I'll go about there. And try again. So this time, because it's actually a lot narrower, I can go over both parts of the card, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, I'm sure. I can go over the lines. That's what I'm meaning. And then pull that one off. And then I'm going to do the happy birthday in black. And just a very, very simple one. Very, very simple. So that's the two of them. So I don't mind either of them actually. Like they've, yeah. I could have probably used black with the as the happy, but yeah, that's okay. I think that's pretty good. The next one I want to do, I want to bring in, I don't know if you're, I'm hoping you remember, I did the thin cards the other day, a couple of weeks ago, and so I want to make another long thin one. Oh, I need that out. And so I'm really going to do, again, something just very simple, just simple stamping. Just, but I'm going to stamp the happy birthday first, because really I want to make sure that I can actually have the happy birthday as a focal point. Oh, I overstamped on that one. Let's try that again without the wobble. Without the wobble today. Nah. Oh, I did. Yeah, just the happy didn't come out properly. That's why I need my Stamparatus. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to stamp in the Orchid Oasis. Now I really want to leave a gap for the smaller stamp as well, the Starry Sky. Just like that. Sometimes they're a bit trickier to close, these ones. I need to use them more, obviously, to get it moving more. And so I'm going to layer this one onto, got some ink on my finger, onto Starry Sky. I probably could have used that side and just used some embellishments, but I shall flip it. Like this stamp set is just so gorgeous. It does a lot of the work for you. You just stamp a few images and you just have a stunning card. And this is Orchid Oasis. I'm focusing on these two today. These, I think, out of the 5 colours, these are probably my favourites, these two. And then, so that's that one. I haven't got an insert for that, so let's make a quick insert. So for the insert, so the cards, I actually cut it at what it's 21 centimeters by 18. Oops, 21 by 18, and then I scored it at 9 centimeters. So, and then the 2 layers, I did about 2.5 millimeters off the card base for both of them. So I started with the white and I cut that down to 8.5 centimeters by 20.5 centimeters, and then the Starry Sky I cut at 2.5 millimeters larger. I believe that's right. So it wasn't too much. And so on the inside, I'm just going to cut it down to 8.5 by 20.5. So I'm just going to trim off 0.5 centimeter from this end. And on the inside, I think I'll just do a bit of Starry Sky. Yeah, I think I might just do the one actually. Yeah, it is one I've really enjoyed now. It's not one that jumped out at me to start with though, Nikki. It just, yeah, it wasn't until I saw people using it that I went, oh, I really do like that one. Let's go, time for a happy dance. And I think I'll just do that in black. I'm not using any bling, I'm not using any embellishments, I'm just using stamps, ink and paper, and that's it for this one. So very duplicatable. And they are the envelopes, the slimline envelopes you can buy. Off the top of my head I can't remember the price, but you can have a look. And I did have them out. There they are, found them. They come in the three colours. So you've got what, grey granite, I think, soft succulent and basic white. And so I'll grab my basic white out and I'll go back to my Orchid Oasis. And I'll just stamp in the corner, just like that. Don't know if I could do on the back flap as well. Let's see. There we go. So that's my third card. There we go. So very, very quick cards today. Now another one I wanted to do, I want to make one for my sister-in-law. So if I can find, here we go. I've got my Orchid Oasis again. Do you get the feeling that Orchid Oasis is one of my favourite colours? And I'm just going to find some white to chop. So let's chop down some, oh, that's a shimmery white, not that one. I want my basic white. And I'm going to chop these down to 10 centimeters by, I'm going to go 14.5. I'm not that clever. The stamps do most of the work. I hear so many people go, I can't, I'm not creative. And I just go, well, neither am I. Like, I can't draw, but I can stamp. The stamps do the work for you. All right, so this one. So I'm going to set that one aside. I really am just using the two colours. I mean, I'm obviously using black. So this one I'm going to use, I'm going to do similar to this last one. I'm going to move the happy birthday down, but also I want to add some texture. So I want to add the some ribbons as well. That was a better stamp. And this one, I'll try and do, I want to make it so it's very much, this is the focus, the happy birthday. Now, when you're doing this, make sure you don't get your inks mixed up, because that would not be helpful. Would be really not helpful to have your inks mixed up and you contaminate one or the other. So again, I'm going to do very simple, but I'm going to bring in some ribbons. And that's Orchid Oasis, yes. And I might do a bit of twine. So I'm going to actually bring in three different twines and what have you. Because sometimes it's nice having something's got a bit of extra texture to it. Now this ribbon may be too thick. I'm just thinking. I think it might be too thick. Okay, I'm going to change it up. Now, where's my ribbon box? I did bring my ribbon box over because I knew I wanted to do something a bit more special. So pull out some extra ribbons. I don't think I'll use the black. It's not quite what I'm looking for, but I'll bring in this white one. And trim off So let's get you out of the way. I don't need you at the moment. I'm just going to tie a knot first up. The one thing I think I'm missing with Stampin' Up! Is they don't have any lace at the moment. I do love using lace when I do this, when I add the extra threads. So, oh, actually, no, I don't want to tie that one yet. I want to actually do both at the same time. Sorry, rewind. I'm going to do both. And you can do this with any threads really, but the Stampin' Up! Ones are beautiful, the different types. So I'm going to bring around the sparkly one as well. So this one's called, what is it? Metallic Woven Ribbon. So metallic woven. Let's tie that one. So that, and then, because I've got the baker's twine, and I've actually brought over this is the Starry Sky baker's twine, and I've also got some linen thread. So this is where I would normally go. I'll prefer some lace at this point, but we have what we have, and I will work with what we have. I don't know if, I don't know, that might actually work. I can always pull it out. So I've just laid them over the top, and I'm just tying another knot over the top of that. I'll trim that one down, and then I might just make this a bit longer. And then these little ones, I like having them a bit uneven. Right, so let's stick this down onto the card base. We're going this way. And so you've got the extra texture in there, and I think it sort of, yeah, just sort of raises it slightly from just a very simple card. And then what you can do is you can also bring in your pearls and just add a few pearls around as well. Oh, where's that one? It's there. No. These are fairly old. I obviously don't use pearls very often. It's very old packaging. So there you go. You've got another simple card, but I've stepped it up just by adding the different threads, different trim. I brought the black in to pick up the happy birthday. You've got some, yeah. So this, as I said, this is where I'd probably love a bit of lace just to add in there. But I think that's really quite pretty. And then we'll just stamp. We'll just stamp the yeah, we need to use more of the pearls, don't we, Nikki? There's just way too many of them. Bringing the Starry Sky, I think, for this. Very simple stamp. And whoops, where's my black? There's my black. Happy dance, time for a happy dance. And so we might step this one up a bit more. So we'll do a similar process again, but we'll step it up again with this one. So I did have another piece of Starry Sky, but I might change it out to be, there's my, sorry, I meant Orchid Oasis. I might change it out to be Starry Sky this time. And I'm just going to score at 10.5 and cut it down to 14.85. And I'm actually going to do very vanilla this time. So 10 and 14.5. But I'm going to bring in, I will bring in some Starry Sky, I think, as well. So I'm going to make this a bit of a layer underneath. I'm just trying to work within the about 2.5 mil. Is that too short now? Hang on. No, that's good. So I've got, it's a very small border. So to stamp this one, again, we're going to go through the same process, but I might switch it up and change the colours around. So from the stamps, I'm going to change and go with the Starry Sky as the biggest image. This could confuse me, and this could end in disaster. But who doesn't love a good disaster when you're filming live? We'll still go with the black for the sentiment. So I'm going to stamp that again first. But I will go... Actually, I'm going to rotate it and go this way. Oh, I might just stamp the inside as well at the same time. Happy dance. Alright, so start with the big one. I just had a mental thing where it's like, I am meant to be colouring this colour, doing this colour, aren't I? Oh my. Can I fit one more? Yep. Okay. This one we'll just stamp on the inside as well. So then the stamping is pretty much done. The main stamping, at least. So once I've done them, what I really want to do is I want to get out my blending brushes, and I'm going to do a bit of blending. So I'm going to make it a bit sort of antique-ish. So I'm going to look at some Sahara sand. And just do a bit of blending, just to sort of make it look a bit older, a bit antique-y. Especially with when I've got vanilla, I think it sort of highlights it a bit more, and yeah, I think it's pretty. So then I've also got thanks, Amanda. I've also got the Starry Sky, which I'm also going to do the same. Oh, sorry, this is Orchid Oasis. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera. That's what happens, you know. And so doing the white probably isn't going to work as well this time round. So yeah, I think I'm going to use that, but I'm going to double it over. I'll double it over so it gives extra. And I can probably use, I think I'll use the linen thread as well, and just make that a few layers. I was going to focus on all 5 of the colours. I guess I'm not going to do that now. In case you hadn't realised. Now with these ones, I'm actually going to break these up a bit. Try and make it a bit frayed. If I can. There we go. Come on. It's easier said than done, I think. I should have started from the bottom. And trim these guys down. I'll make them a bit shorter so it doesn't take me as long. So I actually like the sort of antique-y look, for want of a better term. What else would you call it? I can't recall. Alright, so you've got that one. Let's stick that one down. Now, because we've done the outside, I think we want to try and do the inside as well. So let's stick that one down. Bring in the Starry Sky. So Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis. You like this one the most? Aw, thanks, Nikki. And then bring this one back in and we'll do a bit more Where'd my blending brush go? There it is. And just do the same again, just on the inside. It just adds something else, doesn't it? Like it's... Just doing a bit of sponging, bit of blending brush, just adds something else to the card for you. Steps it up slightly, but it's not so much that you can't do it at home yourself with a few things. So I am very much a simple stamper, if you haven't worked that out. I don't like doing the extravagant type of card. That's just not really me. Here we go. And I don't have my embellishment tin over here, so I think I'm going to call it a day. I think that's going to be me for the day. So these are the cards I've done. So I'm quite happy with all of them. Obviously that one goes with that. Yeah. Really happy with them. They've turned out really well. Quite different in their own right. And yeah, it's just the one stamp set. Well, actually no, I can't say that because I did bring in this one as well. So I did bring up in the Biggest Wish. But the two stamp sets, just Flowing Flowers and Biggest Wish. This one again is retiring in 6 days time. You can get it now 10% off. It's $39.60, reduced from $44. But yeah, these are all the cards right now. As I mentioned earlier, I have my BOGO sale that's on now, and today is the very last day. So just have a look at my event, the BOGO sale, and if there's anything you want retired, click state sold, and then once you've finished choosing all the products, go onto my online store and place an order for the same amount or slightly greater, and then I will send you the retired products free of charge. There is just a cost of shipping, or you can pick it up from me, and I send it the cheapest way possible. I communicate with you the whole time. So yeah, hi. Yeah, so I do it all, yeah, as cheap as I possibly can for you. And yes, that's the BOGO sale. The kits collection BOGO is still happening now, so that's through Stampin' Up. If you order stampinwithsharon.com.au, if you're in Australia, you can order the second kit free, 50% off, sorry, 50% off. So you order the first kit, put the first kit in your cart, put the second kit in your cart, and you'll get the most expensive kit is 50% off. So that is a fabulous deal at the moment. The last chance product list is only available until the 30th of June, and the 1st of July is when we have the new July to December mini catalogue, and celebration starts again. So if you're one of my customers, the catalogues are going in the mail today or Monday. I think I've got a couple more to do, and then I'll pop them all in the post. So hopefully you'll have them by Friday, which would be awesome. So thanks so much. My host code is on the BOGO sale. Oh, it's actually, yeah, there's a link on the BOGO sale page. That you can just click the link. So when you do, if you on the BOGO sale with me, you want to pop into the event page, which is, where is it? I just got to scroll down because it's so far down now. It's the BOGO sale is Sharon Wilson's online buy one get one free event, and the host code for that. Sorry, I am still struggling with this cold. Is PKDS3NTT. But there's also a link on that event page as well. So feel free to just pop over to that event page, have a look, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to email me, message me within Facebook. Happy to answer any questions that you have. But that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching me make my cards, and I hope to see you next week. It'll be the 1st of July, so the first day of the July to December mini catalogue, and I will have some lovely things to show you at that stage. As I don't show people what is coming. If you want to do that, you really need to join as a team member of mine, and then you get to see all that stuff. So it's always a great time to join Stampin' Up, and today is no exception, really. But yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.